Hey, hey, hey! Hi everyone! Welcome to our very first live DevStream. Today we are here to show you guys this new VR game, the Bean Stalker, by its creators. I'm Victoria and I'm community manager here at the company, and I'm gonna be the host of today's stream. We are gonna do a little bit of an introduction, and then we will show you guys live gameplay and show a list of the bugs of the week. We are here today with Zsófia and Attila. Zsófi is one of our coolest developer in the company. Hi Zsófi.
Hi everyone.
And Attila is the lead developer of this project.
Hi everyone.
Attila also is actually one of the founders of this company and of the game. Attila, why don't you walk us through how did this magic happen and how did you create this company and the game?
Yeah, so it started a few years back when we were at university with Benjamin. I always wanted to develop games, and we got lucky, and Benjamin met a guy who helped us found this project in the first few years, and he's still with us, helping us through the project. We had a really rough start. We actually had to replan the whole project in the first years because Oculus and Facebook rejected us, so we had to go to Steam and step up the game, step up the whole concept. Steam is of course a bigger platform, so we had more competition. We had to make a bigger team, and a lot of changes to the company. But I'm really proud of where the project right now, and I hope we can go in this direction in the future.
I'm in love with this story. It really shows that dreams can really come true. Especially that now we are at the edge of our release of the early access, which is on the 20th of September on Steam. So yeah, let's dive into our discuss. We have a lot to talk about. First, we're going to go through the most common questions of the game, and our developers will answer them. So, first question we got is, what is the genre of the game? I don't know which one of you want to answer that, Attila.
So yeah, basically our main idea was a kind of looter adventure game for VR that has more mechanics than a usual VR game. Our core idea is that you go through this world and collect resources, fight enemies to get stronger and advance through the game with much more ease. Yeah, that's the basic genre we are going for.
Yeah, and what are the basic equipments the players will own? Like, do we have any armor, boots? What is the signature?
Actually don't have armors or something. We have two blade hammers which are help you to climb up the tree. And you can craft other items, for example, swords or other ranged weapons, pistols, revolvers. So, yeah, basically these are your basic gear, and this is what you can do.
Yeah, and you mentioned crafting. What about walk us through like what we have to do to have resources, or what is the process of crafting? Weapons.
When we are starting the game, you basically start in the first instruction point. You going from there at the top of the tree, and on the basic levels there is just few resources. But when you go higher and higher, the enemies and the resources numbers are gonna be higher as well.
And they will be more difficult, right?
Yeah. And the creatures are gonna be more complex or difficult.
Yeah, and do we reach something at the top of the tree, or why do we climbing up?
On the top of the tree, on every tree you have one boss, which has multiple stages when you are fighting against it, and it's really hard because you need all of your experiences from the tree when you were fighting against the
And also a lot of equipment and weapons, and all the stuff you collected.
What are the weapons
you
need?
as well.
Yes.
What are the weapons you need to fight against the boss?
Not just the boss, but every enemy. We have two types of weapons in the game. We have the melee weapons, which you can use at close range by swinging at the enemy, and we also have the ranged weapons, which you can shoot with. It's a pretty basic concept, but it works on multiple levels, and they are not that complex, but a bit of a challenging damage system in the background. So you have multiple damage types you can utilize against certain enemies. And also we have a kind of a midpoint of the weapons, where there are some weapons that can both be used as a melee or ranged or some kind of combination of those two.
Exciting.
And we have shields as well.
Yes, we have shields too.
We can save ourselves, yeah.
Yes. And if you die, can you keep the weapons, or
the game is auto-saving at each start, so anytime you die, you don't lose anything, you will get back to the starting equipment.
That helps a lot. Also, we got another question, like, is there any unique features in the game you're proud of?
Yes, actually, what I think was the hardest to achieve is that we have a randomly generated tree that we make in the runtime. So it's really complex to make a randomly generated game, both because of the computational requirements and both because it's harder to balance than a pre-built environment. And especially in VR, we already have high demands for both CPU and GPU, so we have to utilize many optimization techniques to compensate for that. But at the current state of the game, I'm really proud about our current frame rates. It can get a bit risky at some times, especially when multiple branches collide and there are more enemies or more features in a certain area. But most of the time, it's pretty stable and playable.
And what are the requirements for the game?
You won't play this on your notebook for sure. It requires a pretty beefy computer, but which is not that easy to get by, especially in the current market. But I guess for the scale of the game, our requirements are pretty reasonable.
Also, you can find a requirement description on our Steam page. So yeah, I don't know if any of you have anything else, because we only got these questions.
No, I think we can go to the gameplay and show some reaction to the people.
So now we heard a lot about the game. So it's time to check out our co-worker Robbie, who's playing in the background right now. Yeah, Robbie is actually our main 3D designer or 3D wizard, as we like to call him, and also he's the main art director of the game. So in the first few years, I could say he was the only 3D artist on the project, so much of the game is thanks to him, or the visuals of the game. Yeah, right now we are in the treehouse area. It's like the main base of the game. You can craft and try out your weapons here. After each climb, you can get back to this area to use up your resources that you have collected, and you can go back with new equipment to higher levels. Yeah, Robbie will craft something real quick and then. I don't know if Robbie has any equipment or weapons on him right now, but we'll go out in the tree and see that in a moment. Yeah, our loading times are a bit more on the heavier side right now, but we are currently working on that. Yeah, it goes a lot of computational power to building up this world, and we don't want to use any CPU or GPU during the gameplay to generate more assets. So it's
more stable in the long run.
So we are in the tree now. Is it the tropical?
Yeah, this is our first biome or team.
Yeah, he went to the second extraction point, so this is not where everyone's starting.
Yeah, this is not the start of the game. He is, I think he did one run before this, so
Yeah.
he should have some basic equipment, and he will show us some action real quick as soon as he can find out of the extraction point. Yeah, we have multiple features on the extraction point which you can use and utilize for your advantage. Here we have an item scanner which you can find resources in the tree if you need something specific for the recipe you want to craft. Yeah, I think Robbie is looking for a rope kind of thing. We call it spider web because you mainly encounter it around spiders.
Oh, because he needed to scan something for the quest. So yeah, basically we have a few daily quests and one main quest line, but it's not a story based thing, it's progress based.
It's more like a guideline for the players,
Yeah.
so he doesn't get lost that easily in the game. So there's always something to work towards or something to do. Yeah, Robbie is climbing upside right now.
He's a pro climber.
Yeah. He's not actually new to the game, so has some hours behind him. Oh yeah, here is our first enemy. It's a small spider. Oh, actually two of them. Oh, three. So I guess there should be some.
Oh my god.
Oh, some
and
cobwebs
poppy
around.
plant.
Yes. Yeah, we have a pretty wide range of enemies.
This climbing is actually really exhausting. If you ask me, it's like you can skip the cardio part of the gym.
That's what I wanted to
day.
say actually, that it's cardio.
Yeah, some good old resource collecting.
So from these resources, you can craft a new weapon, right?
Yeah, I think we are getting close to a crossbow, maybe. If Robbie can escape from the tree safely. Also, you can see the current player status on the bottom right corner. It's a HUD overlay mainly designed for streamers and content creators, so they can show player information without having to look at their displays all the time. Yeah, we also have a hand display for the player to check out his status. Robbie can show that to us real quick. Could you show the health display on your arm for a moment? A HP csíkot a kezeden. Yeah, so here you can see the player status. We have multiple statuses. On the first three, we only use the first two of them. And as you go along the different biomes, you can get different status effects. Yeah, we killed a bunch of spiders there.
I love spiders. Oh.
Those
That
little
was a
flowers. Yeah, they will come in later, trust me.
The biting plants?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fake one. Oh, she's
Oh yeah, in the spoiler.
Yeah, it's not an easy game to coordinate, for sure.
Yeah, and before you go out and climb, you can check the book of crafts, right?
Yeah, we have a book, but Robbie actually showed us in the
collect.
treehouse. I don't know if it was visible or not. But for each biome, we have a different book because each biome operates on a different set of resources. So for each biome, we have a book which contains all the recipes that you can access from that tree.
But the best tactic is get a lot of resources and then go back. So
Yeah.
not just going out for some stuff for one recipe. So it's better if you get a lot of them.
Yeah, he has a lot to climb to reach the top. Okay, we can continue to watch the bugs of the week, and it's gonna be new for these two guys. They haven't seen it yet, so it's gonna be like a live reaction video of them. We usually laugh our ass off on these bugs. When we see them.
Yeah, this is a good one. I actually seen that before.
Yeah, but it happened to me as well, by the way.
Yeah, what happens is throughout the instruction process, when you enter the tree, your player is actually falling continuously, but you can't fall because the extraction mechanic keeps you in place. And when you arrive, your accumulated velocity applies at once, and you just teleport to the exit of the game. Yeah.
It's dancing.
We have some dancing bees there. The AI wasn't always perfect, and it still needs some polishing, but we are getting there. AI is not easy, especially in randomly generated areas.
Basically, they are pretty good.
Yeah, that bug actually cut away a bit too fast. Maybe you can go back there and...
Yeah, what was...
For the last frame, you can see the chest was actually upside down.
Oh.
Okay.
And it's really uncomfortable to open it because all the chest mechanics are underground, so you can't really access them, all the levers, because they are under the platform.
Oh, I didn't
yeah,
think
there.
it was upside down. That yeah. Oh, from the trailer, yeah.
Some floating enemies there. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. Some AI stuff.
The banking flanges.
Oh, yeah, this is actually a funny one.
Oh, that was my bad.
Yeah, that wasn't just a bug with the game, but we had some problems with the editor too. So Unity just give up on us, and it was a complete mess. Every puzzle in the game contained the same prefab, and it just got all messed up. But we untangled it, and now it works correctly. So, do we have more?
Viewpoint.
Yes.
It also gives the opportunity to see the dessert level.
Yeah. Some
gravity.
Yes. I mean, those can actually fly, so
yeah.
I guess he forgot to fly there. Yeah, so
Goodbye.
this is actually a really good bug with the grappling hooks. You can basically apply velocity at yourself with the grappling hooks if you get yourself to a bug state, which is not that hard. So there you go. Yeah, and I guess that was the last of them.
Yeah. So I think
Robbie died in the meanwhile. He's just loading back to the...
Died.
But we can look around a little bit more in the treehouse. Robbie, maybe you can show us the books.
Yeah.
Where you can see the crafting recipes. Yes. Yes, so we have these books, and you can have a look at all the items that you can access and ways of crafting them. Yeah, we had a lot of trouble balancing this out, especially on the randomly generated tree. You never know what resources you come by, and it's really a mess to balance for that. But I guess we arrived at a pretty good solution, so I'm really excited for you guys to try it out and tell us what you think about that.
Yeah.
Also, we have some quests. Robbie, can you show us the quest board? So you have the quests here, and it's some basic description. So the top one is the main quest line, and you have 3 daily quests which refresh daily. So you can get extra resources for that and progress faster. Also, it gives some tools sometimes, so you get to try out new tools even if you miss them. You cannot craft them straight away.
Okay, I think that was all for today. And I hope we'll do this again. This video is gonna be on our channel. You can watch it anytime after this point. I also think it's gonna be tied with YouTube, right?
Yes, it will be both on YouTube and Twitch.
Okay. So Bean Stalker will get ready to do another one. And if you guys, enjoyed it, we will come back together. And thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys later. Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for
Bye.
watching.
Bye.